Okay, I'm gonna walk you through this tissue self-quiz that you can do on your own at home. It's just to help you gauge whether or not you really know these tissues or not. So we've scrambled up all the 4 big tissue categories. So we've scrambled up all the epithelial tissues, the connective tissues, muscle tissues, and nervous tissues all up together. And we've asked you for each tissue, 1, what is the big tissue category? And 2, what is the specific tissue name? So for number 1 and 2 here, number 1, you're seeing the lava flow. When you see that lava flow, that should clue you in that this specific tissue is fibrocartilage. So the lava flow equals fibrocartilage. So the big tissue category here in number 1 is connective tissue. And number 2, the specific tissue is fibrocartilage. Then for number 3 and 4, you're seeing fried eggs. When you see fried eggs, that tells you that this is simple squamous epithelium. So number 3, the big tissue category is epithelial. And the specific tissue name, number 4, is simple squamous epithelial. Number 5 and 6, you're seeing the striations. You're seeing those dark lines called the intercalated discs. I'm even pointing to one. And you're seeing that these are branched fibers. So when you see branched fibers with the striation, the tiger stripe, and with those dark lines called intercalated discs, that tells you that this specific tissue, number 6, is cardiac muscle. So number 5, what is this big tissue category? That would be muscle tissue. And number 6, this specific tissue would be cardiac muscle. Over to the right-hand side, number 7 and 8, you're seeing those puffy edges where they're rounded tops. That will clue you in that this is transitional epithelium, because remember, transitional is found in the bladder. And when your bladder's empty, those cells puff up. So they have real rounded edges on the top. So number 7, the big tissue category here is epithelial. And the specific tissue is transitional epithelium. Number 9, you're seeing the soft waves. Soft waves are going to clue you in that this is dense regular or dense fibrous. You can use either name. So number 9, what is this big tissue category? Would be connective. Number 10, the specific tissue is dense fibrous or dense regular. Over here to the right-hand side, number 11 and 12, you're seeing the spider web with the bugs. So that means the spider web with the bugs is areolar. So number 11, what is the big tissue category? That would be connective. Number 12, what is the specific tissue? That is areolar. And number 13 and 14, you're seeing the circles. And remember I said if you're seeing a bunch of circles, that clues you in that this is simple cuboidal. So number 13, what is this big tissue category? That would be epithelial. Number 14, identify the specific tissue below, would be simple cuboidal epithelium. Number 15 and 16, you're seeing a bunch of reddish purple dots. Sometimes they can be kind of a brown color. And then over here, that might be a dark fiber running right there, and maybe one running, whoops, maybe one running right there. But if you're seeing the dark pink to purple to even brown dots, sometimes with black fibers running through it, sometimes not, that clues you in that this is reticular. So number 15, what is the big tissue category? This would be connective. Number 16, what is the specific tissue? This would be reticular. Okay, over to the left-hand side, number 17 and 18. This is very, very messy. You're also seeing the eyelashes. So when you have messy nuclei all over the place with eyelashes, clues you in that this is pseudostratified columnar epithelium. So number 17, what is the big tissue category? That's epithelium. Number 18, the specific tissue is pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Number 19 and 20, look at the picture at your right-hand side. You're seeing that it's not in focus very well. It looks very hazy. That clues you in that this is going to be smooth muscle. So number 19, identify the big tissue category. That would be muscle tissue. Number 20, identify the specific tissue, would be smooth muscle. Number 21, the picture on the left, you're seeing the kites with the streamers. You see those kites with the streamers, that means that this is the neuron. So number 21, this big tissue category would be nervous tissue or nerve tissue. 22, the specific tissue would be neuron. Number 23 and 24 are going to be the picture on your right. Remember the big circles with the cells inside with the baby color background clues you in that this is going to be hyaline cartilage. So 23, the big tissue category would be connective. 24, the specific tissue is hyaline cartilage. Number 25 and 26 is the picture on your left. You're seeing a bunch of these little bitty reddish pink cells. Those are your red blood cells. And then you see those bigger cells with the purple nucleus in it. Some of them are lobular, meaning they have different parts, and some of them are a solid nucleus. Each one of those with the purple nucleus inside of it is a white blood cell. So that clues you in that this is blood, because you're seeing both red blood cells as a little pink circle, and then the white blood cells that have the nucleus inside, the purple nucleus. So number 25, this big tissue category is connective. Number 26, this specific tissue is blood. Number 27 and 28 is the picture on the right. You're seeing the nucleus or the nuclei all lining up in a nice neat row. So it's like soldiers marching in a single file in a neat orderly line. That clues you in that this is going to be simple columnar epithelium. So number 27, the big tissue category is epithelial. 28, the specific tissue is simple columnar epithelium. Number 29, you're seeing tons and tons of rows of very flattened cells. You even see some of them flaking off at the top. That clues you in that this is stratified squamous. Many rows of flat cells, stratified squamous, epithelium. So number 29, the big tissue category here is epithelial. Number 30, the specific tissue is stratified squamous epithelium. Number 31 and 32 is the picture on the right. It looks like cottage cheese or little white balls all over the place. That clues you in that this is adipose tissue. So number 31, the big tissue category is connective. Number 32, the specific tissue is adipose. Number 33 and 34 is the picture on the left. You're seeing tree rings. Tree rings tells you that this tissue is bone. So number 34, the big tissue category is connective. Number 34, sorry, I think I said that wrong. Is 33, the big tissue category is connective. 34, the specific tissue is bone. 35 and 36 is the picture on the right. You're seeing big fibers that have this tiger striping or striations. You can see it really well here. And let me circle it real quick, make sure you can see it really well. So if you look especially right in this area of the slide, you can see those tiger striping. So if you have big, thick fibers with the tiger striping, that clues you in that this is skeletal muscle. So number 35, this big tissue category is muscle. Number 36, this specific tissue is skeletal muscle. This document is being shared with you so that you can take this quiz on your own, but I wanted to review it in this video.